Welcome to Wise Decision. I am your host Vishwanath. Today we will be discussing about latest updates and developments that are going on with the Uttam Value Steels Limited and Uttam Galva Metallics. In the previous video I promised you that I will come up with a detailed video on this. So here we are. Before I begin, let me summarize the point that I am going to cover in this video. First I will do comparison of Uttam Value Steels with other companies, those who were delisted earlier because of insolvency proceedings and now they are trading in the stock exchanges. Comparison with other further clarify the doubts of the shareholders of Uttam Value Steels Limited and Uttam Galva Metallics. Second, we will look into the database of Ministry of Corporate Affairs and ROC Mumbai's database. There are a lot of filling activities are going on. If we carefully analyze these documents, we would be able to come to a conclusion, and we will also be able to guess the possible relisting shortcoming events, and also it will give us the insights into the implementation of resolution plan. Now let's compare the resolution plans of Uttam Value Steels Limited and Uttam Galva Metallics with the Orchid Pharma and Ruchi Soya, because these two firms resolution plan were also same, and these two firms also went through capital reduction. They were listed into the stock exchanges after implementation of resolution plan. So I will not go in detail analysis of resolution plan for Uttam Value Steels Limited, because in my previous video I had covered all the things. If you have not watched that video, I recommend you to watch it. It is very informative, as it will give you complete information on implementation of resolution plan, equity ratio, equity infusion and the equity participation to the financial creditors. Now let's have a look at the proposed resolution plan for these two companies, Orchid Pharma and Ruchi Soya, in brief, and the objectives within these plans which helped them to get relisted into the stock exchanges. In proposed resolution point number 3, the resolution professional is ensuring to the Honorable Court, NCLT Court, and to the corporate creditors that the implementation of this plan would bring many benefits to the stakeholders and to the employees, and it will generate revenues to the government as well. So this is the first hint here he gave, that this company will remain listed. In point number 6, resolution applicant proposed to infuse 40 crores as a equity into the company. So in these 2 points, the resolution applicant of Orchid Pharma proposed to infuse the equity. So if we compare it with the UVSL also, the resolution applicant is proposed to infuse the equity. Here in Orchid Pharma, the resolution applicant of the Orchid Pharma had proposed to infuse equity. However, equity infusion was not capped by the Honorable NCLT Court. In case of Uttam Value Steels, Honorable Court has clearly ordered to infuse only 10 lakh equity shares. But in case of Orchid Pharma, Honorable Court is ordering to directly reduce the equity from 100 to 1. In case of UA, there is a cap put out by the Honorable Court. We will look into it in a separate detailed video. In Orchid Pharma, it was for 100 to 1 because majority of the stakeholders were retailers. And in point number B, here also the existing equity share capital of the corporate debtor shall stand reduced and consolidated, and the existing preference shares capital of the corporate debtor shall stand cancelled. So this also sounds similar to that of a resolution plan proposed in the Uttam Value Steels. In Uttam Value Steel, point number 10 and 22, Honorable Court had ordered to wipe off the shares without any payout, and the face value of the equity shares shall be transferred to capital reserve of the corporate debtor. This was the order. But in point number B, here the consolidated means transferring of the face value of the shares to the central depository of the corporate debtor. Let's look into the resolution plan of that was proposed for Ruchi Soya. In the point number 19, the resolution applicant is proposing to infuse the equity to improve the operations of the corporate debtor through special purpose vehicle. Ruchi Soya's resolution plan exactly resembles the resolution plan of Uttam Value Steel. In the point number 19 in column 1, here the resolution applicant is offering to infuse 50 crore rupees, and also in the point number 29, the resolution professional is clarifying to the court that the resolution applicant has dealt with the interests of all stakeholders in the corporate debtor, including the financial creditors and the operational creditors. So as I said, the resolution plan of the Ruchi Soya and Uttam Value Steels has many resemblances. This is almost like close to 90%. By looking at all the objective points in this honorable court order, I am very much optimistic about it. The relisting of the Uttam Value Steels. This is my personal opinion, and if you have any doubts or questions, you can comment below in the comment section. Please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. I highly appreciate your support. Now let's move to the important second point, latest updates and the filling activities with the ROC. We'll go through the important documents. So here in the document section, I will be only looking into the important certificates, because these documents will ensure us to see the future prospects of this company, whether it is going to relist or not, or it is going to remain listed in the stock market or not. After the certificates, I will look into the charge documents, LLP forms if there are filed any, other e-form documents and other attachments. Those are specific and gives us the insights into the implementation of resolution plan activity. Among these documents, I will only cover the documents that are filed post delisting and from the beginning of 2021. Now let's have a look at the documents that are submitted. So in this section, only registration of charge and satisfaction of charge documents are filed. If there are any payments or any such activities are carried out in the name of companies, it has to be notified to the ROC. That's all, nothing much important. Now let's have a look at the charge documents. In the charge documents, copy of resolution authorizing the issue of debenture series document is submitted to the ROC on 10/2/2021. The promoter had made a payment to the corporate creditors, so the same was notified, and the copy of such a document is submitted to the ROC on 10/2/2021, and the optional attachment is document for the same. So rest of the forms are filled here are same, like a copy of resolution authorizing issue of debenture series. These optional attachment documents signifies that bonds, equities are being allotted. Now let's move into the next section. Here the form CHG4 is signed. CHG4 is nothing but the charge document. Now let's move to the LLP forms. The good news is there is no attempt to privatize these forms. So whatever the activities that are currently are all going on in the name of Uttam Value Steels Limited. Now let's have a look at the e-form documents. Here in e-form documents, INC 22 is filed. INC 22 is especially filed. Company decides to change their registered office. Maybe there might be a changes in the address. That's why INC 22 is filed with the registry of companies Mumbai. And the next document filed is MGT6. This MGT6 is filed especially for the registration of promoters, that is new incoming promoters. These new incoming promoters are nothing but Carval and Nithya. Next form filed will be MGT14. This will be filed after by the new promoters and the shareholders and the creditors of the company. Section 94(1)1171 of the Companies Act. All these forms has to be submitted to the registry of companies Mumbai in the name of new promoters. These three forms submitted on 4/1/2021, 5/2/2021, 9/2/2021. These three forms signifies there was a reclassification of the promoters. Accordingly, the documents were submitted to the Registry of Companies, Mumbai. So rest of the forms, PAS 3, MGT4, all these forms are self-explanatory. Especially these are repetitive forms. I won't be much covering on this. Now let's look into the director, appointment of directors details. PAS 3 will be filed especially when there are equity allotments. So if we go and check it in the document section, for every PAS 3 there will be an optional attachment document filed to the ROC. These are all very interesting facts to know about the companies. So in the directors on 7th October 2021, the undertaking form by first director has been submitted to the ROC. For any public listed company, there should be minimum of 3 directors, and for any private listed company, there should be minimum of 2 directors. So here the first appointment of first director process is completed. Accordingly, the document is submitted to the ROC. By looking at all these perspectives, I could say that the implementation of resolution plan has reached its fag end level. After appointing another 2 or 3 directors in a month-long time, Uttam Value Steel, the shareholders might receive a good news from the company. We'll see you next time. Until then, have a good day.